SAP Integrated Business Planning is SAP's strategic solution for supply chain planning and is an important part of SAP's end-to-end digital supply chain management strategy. It's a flexible, cloud-based solution covering all aspects of a modern supply chain, like demand management, inventory optimization, response and supply, sales and operations planning, and supply chain control tower. IBP for Demand is SAP's demand planning component within IBP. With segmentation and time series analysis, you can cluster and organize your weekly or monthly recurring consensus demand planning process, giving you a clear picture and control over your local, regional, or global processes. This enables a touchless demand planning process where you automate wherever possible and enable your planners to focus on value-added activities. Let's dig into some details to illustrate how this works. With IBP segmentation, you can define and build segments and automatically group your products based on their importance and forecast volatility, starting from the CX segment, which contains products of low importance but are easy to forecast, and ending with the AZ segment, which contains high importance and hard to forecast products. This information can be used in several ways. For example, you can set up segment-specific job chains and optimize the process for the different segments. For the important A products, you may foresee a planner's manual interaction, whereas for the unimportant C products, you can run a fully automated process, allowing the planner to focus on the most important tasks, as the less important products are handled by the fully automated process. You may set up segment-specific analytics to analyze segment-specific trends, issues, but also to identify opportunities to improve the process. In this example, you can see the forecast value add for the most important A products separated by their forecastability. The chart shows the forecast accuracy of the system-generated statistical forecast and how the accuracy was impacted by the manual overrides at different steps. What you can see is that for the AX products, there is no value add by the manual planning steps. In such a case, you may let your planners focus on the AY and AZ products, where a clear value add is visible. You can define segment-specific alerts and with those, optimize your exception-based planning process. Planners can filter on the segments in the different IBP applications according to their needs to streamline their planning steps. With IBP time series analysis, the system automatically analyzes the demand pattern of your products and groups them into constant, seasonal, sporadic, trend, and so on. Again, this information can be used for different purposes within IBP, like demand pattern specific dashboards as shown in the following example. On this dashboard, you can see several different analytics. On the upper left part of the screen, you can get insights about how your products are distributed across different demand patterns. Another example in the upper right part of the screen shows how the demand pattern distribution looks like within the A, B, and C segments. As time series analysis helps to understand the data, it also helps to optimize the forecasting process. Having talked about segmentation and time series analysis, we now look into the consensus demand planning process, which is typically a weekly or monthly recurring process that starts with the creation of a new statistical forecast, followed by manual planner's input, and, at the end of the current planning cycle, the calculation of the forecast accuracy. Before executing the statistical forecast, typically the latest sales history and potential other forecasting relevant data is loaded automatically from external systems via SAP Cloud Platform Integration Data Services. Since a good baseline sales history cleaned from any exceptional past impact is the foundation for a good forecast, IBP Demand provides several possibilities to cleanse the data. You can perform outlier correction, use the substituting missing value logic, or automatically eliminate the impact of past promotions on sales. Based on clean sales history, IBP Demand provides a wide range of forecasting algorithms, from classical forecasting methods fitting to constant, trend, seasonal, and sporadic items, to regression-based methods up to machine learning-based algorithms. In order to automate the statistical forecasting process, the IBP system can automatically pick the best fitting forecast method to use for the different products according to their individual sales pattern as analyzed by time series analysis. As a user interface for the manual planner's input, IBP offers an add-in to Microsoft Excel so that the planners have real-time access to the IBP data directly in Excel. As the planners typically know and like to use this tool, this leads to high user acceptance as well as higher productivity. You can easily define user-specific planning that fit the certain users, roles, or tasks. You can use Excel front-end features like charts, formulas, formatting, or Microsoft's Visual Basic for applications, and use those together with IBP, which acts as a single source of truth for the data and provides the supply planning specific functionality. Depending on the organizational setup of your company, several lines of business, like sales, marketing, and supply chain, are adding their market insights via dedicated planning sheets into the IBP system. At the end of the weekly or monthly consensus demand planning cycle, you can automatically measure the forecast quality by using IBP's forecast accuracy calculation functionality. By comparing the forecast with the real sales, the system calculates the forecast accuracy and forecast bias. This can be done for the system-generated statistical forecast as well as for the forecasts after manual overrides by the different lines of business. This provides a clear picture about your overall forecast quality, as well as the situation for product group, country, or any other level you are interested in. By defining appropriate alerts, the forecast accuracy measurement process can be fully automated, and planners can react on exceptions and accuracy issues only. So far, we have talked about the classical weekly or monthly recurring consensus demand planning process, which is often on an aggregated level, mid to long term, and in weekly or even monthly buckets. But what is the next step to tackle growing market volatility? How do we come to a detailed daily forecast as input to operational supply planning processes like deployment? The answer is demand sensing, as an extension to the classical forecasting. Demand sensing leverages several demand signals like the consensus demand plan, plus additional company internal demand signals like deliveries, sales orders, open orders, and promotions, as well as external demand signals like point of sales data. Demand sensing then creates, via pattern recognition techniques, a short-term forecast in daily granularity for the next 4 to 8 weeks. This fully automated process drives right deployment and transportation decisions. Depending on the lead times, it improves production, packaging, and material purchasing as well. Demand sensing leads to reduced stockout and less rush orders. It leads to lower cycle stock due to improved forecast bias. It improves the service level and, due to the fully automated process, frees up a planner's capacity. IBP for Demand also supports the different product life cycles within the forecasting process. You can create a reliable statistical forecast for new products without sales history and model the market ramp-up, as well as create a reliable forecast for products during phase-out period. IBP for Demand enables you to manage this on a global level, as the timing of product launches and product delisting is often different across countries or regions. With that, IBP improves the forecasting accuracy both for new and obsolete products. In some industries, a significant portion of sales is driven by trade promotions. If you have a dedicated promotion planning tool, you can integrate your promotions into SAP IBP fully automated. If you want to create the promotions in the IBP system, you can do this as well. In both scenarios, IBP for Demand improves your forecast accuracy by incorporating trade promotions in the planning process. With SAP IBP for Demand, you can develop an accurate mid- and long-term forecast on any aggregation level. It provides a comprehensive and growing list of forecasting methods. With demand sensing, you can better drive fulfillment and inventory reduction by creating a short-term forecast in a fully automated way. SAP IBP enables management by exceptions and provides real-time analytics. Lifecycle management and promotion planning, along with other tools, provides additional decision support. This and many other features await you in SAP IBP for Demand.